Hello everyone and welcome. We are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and we are back in Reentry, a space flight simulator. And for those people that aren't aware and maybe haven't caught anything else in this series or anything else about Reentry, Reentry is a realistic space flight simulator that mimics the Apollo, Gemini, and Mercury programs. And right now we are here in the command module of the Apollo, and we are in orbit of the moon. We achieved that last episode. I can get outside and you can take a look at us here. Actually, I think I got to take it off of pause. I'll explain why I'm on pause in just a moment. Hopefully you can see that there. It's pretty dark. We happen to be on the far side of the moon. Let's get back inside. And so our job today is going to be getting home. That is going to be the objective. And I have the game on pause because, as you can see from the message down here, we are being told that we are 30 minutes away from the scheduled trans-Earth injection, or TEI burn, and we're going to need to set up the craft to prepare for that burn. And that 30 minutes will get gobbled up pretty quick. So yeah, so that's why I got the game on pause, and I'm going to take advantage of the pause. I'm going to take advantage also, there's a slow mode where you can slow time to half speed. I'm going to try and take advantage of that during these moments where I feel like it's hard to sort of talk about what you're doing and doing it all at the same time and doing it quick enough. It can get a little bit frantic, but in the meantime, I should come out right off the top and just sort of say, I do have a bit of a bad feeling about this one. Not so much about this TEI burn. I'm 2 for 2 doing that. But for doing re-entries, I have been practicing since the last stream as much time as I could. I have attempted 6 re-entries. I was successful once, and that was from low Earth orbit. I've tried it 3 times coming down from a lunar orbit, and all of those did not end well. While I was eating my lunch today, I did find a video, and I watched the video, and I identified hopefully some things that I did wrong, but, you know, we'll just have to see. This might end up with a fiery conclusion at the end. Okay, so alright, so yeah, let's get going. So we can just start going through the messages here while this is still on pause. So Roger, open the TEI planner using the C menu and set up for a burn that will bring us onto an escape velocity from the moon and target the perigee of 3,464 nautical miles, or 20 to 23 nautical miles in altitude. And you can start with the escape velocity fraction of that. So let's do what all of that says. So, excuse me. We have a request TEI, and that brings up this menu here. And there's just a couple of things. You can set yourself to go for the next orbit, and that will give you a lot more time to set this thing up. And I actually did that on one of my 2 tries of this. The thing that it does do is it does change. It's somewhere along here. It's estimating somewhere. Oh, maybe I need to put in a number here. Let's put in the number 1.099246. I don't know what the none is. Let's go back to this one. Oh, there it is, longitude and latitude. If you go to the next orbit, for whatever reason, it's not calculating the longitude and latitude. But what I found is this longitude and latitude is just off the eastern coast of Florida. Or not Florida, what am I talking about? Australia, very different from Florida. And if you go on the next orbit, you end up actually landing in Eastern Australia, which probably isn't good. And so the main thing here is that we are aiming for somewhere in altitude between 20 and 23 nautical miles. They gave us an escape velocity fraction. So 1 is escape velocity. So if you set it for 1, I'm assuming what that means is you just have barely escaped out of the gravitational influence of the moon. And so you got to put it in a number more than 1, but obviously the more the burn, faster you're coming out, and that's going to affect things. This is giving us a periapsis, or perigee, of 23.74 which isn't quite in the range they're talking about, is it? So let's see if we can... Oh, wait, I'm on the next passing. No, I am on. That's right. Remember, I got the game on pause and all this, right? I better have it anyway. No, I don't. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Pause. Oh my gosh. Okay, 1.099246. Again, that seems... I think we got to burn maybe a little more. What if I went this to 5? We should get an update, right? Oh, that got it within the range. That's cool. So let's go with that. Okay. And, okay, Roger. A perigee of 3464 nautical miles should bring us onto a trajectory with an entry angle of 6.5 degrees. When you are satisfied with the trajectory, hit request. So I'm going to hit request. Okay, that has gotten that. I'm still paused. Good. Roger. Fibonacci 1. Time of ignition is 73:27:47. It's now 73:14:02. And our size of our burn is 2,961.924 feet per second. Okay, let's take it off of pause and wait for our next bit of information. There we go. I'm going to keep pausing because I know I'm going to overtalk my time. Burn requested. Next up is to run program 30. We'll do that now. Does it want me just to wing it, program 30, or does it want me to... Is it going to tell me some stuff? We can do program 30. Let's go to checklists. It might be at this point saying, you know what you're doing. So this is the external DV checklist. We're going to hit run and get out of here. And I'm going to go down to slow mode, which is halftime. Okay, so key in verb 37, enter. And it's program 30 we want to run. Enter. Program 30, setting up the burn. Okay, so it does know that we're doing stuff. Okay. Oh, Roger. When program 30 shows noun 42, R2 shows you your current perigee, or paraloon, I suppose. So about 60 nautical miles. Let's zero while we read this. R1 is your target apogee. Should be a negative number to indicate a parabolic trajectory. For okay, so I got to wait till I'm at noun 42. So let's... Again, go here. We should be flashing. Oh, here it is. Yep. That is right. And change or proceed. We are going to proceed with that time. Proceed. Noun 81. Yep. If you're in your computer, this is the delta V of the burn. Right? Oh, and the time to the burn, I guess, is what that is. Okay, change or proceed. I guess we're going to say proceed. And now we're at noun 42, which is what they're talking about here. Register 1 is our apogee, which is a negative number. That's what it should be. This one looks like our perigee. Oh, it says it up here. Perigee here, about 60 nautical miles. That's about right. It's 59.8. And what is it? Register 3? That's the delta V of the burn in feet per second right there. Okay, parabolic trajectory. Isn't it hyperbolic rather than parabolic? I don't want to get all mathy on people, but I think it should be hyperbolic. Let us know when you're ready. We're ready. Okay. Okay, use program 52 to align the IMUs with the preferred platform for the burn. Okay. Again, I'm going to go into slow mode here. Key in verb 3752 and run program 52. Does it tell us to do that, or is we all good here? I don't think we're... Press Pro to proceed. Maybe we got to go through this. Noun 45s. Okay. Pro to proceed. And end program 30. Yeah. Go to program 52 option 1, which is what they're talking about here. So I'm going to put that one up. Back to checklists. program 52 option 1, which is the program 52 preferred. Add that on the bottom. Okay. Check. Check. And verb 37, enter. 52, enter. Okay. I'm not sure they're expecting me to go to the checklist. Go for option 1. Yes, we are going to go for option 1. So we say check. We go verb 22, enter, plus 00001, enter, and proceed. Now 22 is flashing, correct. We will proceed, and we are aligning. Good stuff. I saw it move. Key 49E and complete the maneuver routine. Checklist 49. Oh yeah, okay. We are back to program 00. Correct. Okay. Next. It keeps coming out of slow mode. Don't like that. Checklists. 49. That is the crew deferred maneuver. That one. Do that one. Okay, M. Press that one, done. So, okay. Verb 49, enter. Check. Noun 22, correct. Either accept it or reject it. I'm gonna accept that, I suppose. It's 000, but I'm assuming that's supposed to be right. I think so. Noun 18, auto maneuver requested. Press proceed. Yep. Enter to reject. The maneuver's in progress. And then it gets to 50. The maneuver's done. I'm assuming. I'm hoping this went right. Okay, we'll enter to end the program. Oh, I didn't feel good about that one. Use program 40, general thrusting, to set this up. Okay, so back to here. Program general thrusting. This one. Add that on. M0. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second. Is this a Saturn capsule? This is the Apollo command capsule with the Apollo service module aboard. Okay. And let's see. So, and ready SBS for the burn. Check. Okay. Again. Try and go into slow mode again. Okay, so I got a feeling I just forgot something and I'm not quite sure what it is. EMS setup. I'm not going to do the Delta V setup. Okay. We got to turn off the optics, which is way down there. On here, we press 37, enter 00. So that's just kind of clears everything. Then verb 37, push 40, enter. Okay, program 40 is now running. We got noun 50, or verb 50, noun 18, correct. Follow the checklist and use timescales until you're 2 minutes. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Okay, Roger. This timer doesn't mean anything. Rate 2, because I've yet to set it to anything. Auto. Proceed. Oh, it is doing a maneuver. So that's a good thing. I don't remember what the time of the burn was supposed to be. Hey, Oliver. Glad you can make it. Now I can show people what is outside if I go F1. That's our capsule there. That's the command capsule with the service module underneath. That's all we got. Everything else. Saturn V is long gone. Okay, let's just do a little time warping and let this thing get to where it's supposed to get to. I always thought this red zone's bad. Yeah, okay. It's avoiding it. Just had to take it off of that. That's where you get the gimbal lock, if you go through there. Okay, let's time warp again. I suspect I know where it's going. It should be going to 0, 0, 0. So while we are in progress, this will say 0618. It's still in progress, and then it'll go to verb 50 when it's done. Very close to being done. Okay. 2 minutes. Yeah, see, then we gotta go fast. But I can't do anything until this says 250. SPS is armed. Prepare for ignition. Oh, no, 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 no. See, I think we're already past our time. Okay, let's really... I gotta wait for this to say verb 50. 25 minutes is too short. Okay, we got verb 50. We can do a little fine tuning. Get verb 50 back. Good. Okay, check, check, check. Over here. Oh, I'm gonna believe the batteries are good. Put the batteries on. Put it on B. Check. That battery's on. Check. Okay, check. That's, I'm gonna assume, is good. I think I'm back over here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think we're already missed our burn. Told you that time goes quick. Just flicking stuff now that they want me to flick. Okay, check. Gimbals on the motors. Switch over check. I'm not going to bother with that. Put that back on 2. I'm hoping that's okay. That was just testing the gimbals. We're going to check that that's okay. I never changed them. Boom. Boom. Rate 2, rate 2, rate 2. Proceed. Verb 59, it is complete. Proceed. 25, that's true. Proceed. Now VOS. I think I've screwed up. I think we're already past the burn. Ah, what a horse feathers. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to reset. I'm gonna have to restart it. Sorry. So this time I'm gonna go through it without so much talking. I think in my talking I just went past the burn is what happened there. So we're going to end this session. We're going to reload the mission, and we're going to do this without the talking. How's my Apollo experience? Okay, until I get into Reentry. And then Reentry, not the game, but the actual, you know, Reentry part. Yeah, that's gone bad. And it might go bad again today. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you. Feel a little better now that you're in the room. Did I forget to press F4? Okay, this one's going to be done with less talking. Less talking, more walking. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, so, and I'm going to put it on pause here while I do this part. Request T. Why is that? Oh, doesn't it not like you doing that when it's paused? There it is. Guess not. Okay. So put in 1.099246. That's not what I put in. 1.099246. And I'm looking for this number here to be between, it's a little bit, I think it needs to be a little bigger. I think that happened last time. A little bit bigger of a burn. We want this between 22 and 23. It is now, so we're going to say Roger, and then it says that should be good. So perigee, yeah, 364-ish. Maybe it shouldn't be that. What is 4 then? No, I think that's a little big. Okay, let's go back to 5 and just leave it there. Okay. Hit request. Roger. Get rid of that. Okay. Fibonacci time is 7327.47, which with DV at 2000, yeah, feet per second. Burn requested. Next up is to run program 30. We'll do that now. Roger. So M. Checklists. Program 30. That's this one. Okay. Verb 37. Enter. 30. Enter. Program 30. Noun 33 is up. Good. Load desired Getty. I'm sure it's fine. Proceed. Oh yeah, when I get the noun 42. Proceed. There's noun 42. That is, and those look very reasonable. So we are going to say, yep, proceed. And noun 45. Yep. And this is the time to the burn. So let's actually set up, this is what I didn't do before. Let's go into slow mode. And we'll set up our event timer. I think I just was in too much of a rush as per usual. So we got 13 minutes. Let's see if we can do that quick. 13 minutes, and then here I'm going to normal time now. And we are counting down. Now we're counting down. And 5 and 4 and 3 and 2, 1, 0, go. Okay, so now that's in sync with this. Check, press proceed, and the program did that. Okay. Next we do 52. 52 preferred. Okay. Verb 37. 52. Enter. Go for option 1. Yep. Check. Verb 22. Enter. Plus 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Enter. Proceed. Noun 22 is flashing. Press proceed. We should see this move. We do. Okay. Good. Check, and we are on program 00. Okay, and did that. Okay, next we're doing program 49. That one. Okay. But before proceeding, and complete the auto mode, press done when you're done. Okay, so verb 49, enter. Check. Should be seeing down 22. Check. Press proceed to accept. Proceed. Okay. Auto maneuver request. Press proceed to accept. It feels like it's not doing anything. Skipped right over down. Yeah. Right over verb 6, so it's at 50. So I'm just gonna... There is no final alignment, just hit done. Enter. Okay, I said I'm done. This is my problem though, is I miss little steps and then okay, do number 40. Especially when I'm live streaming. Program 40, GPS thrusting, check. M. Okay, I'm going to assume all those are right. We're not going to do that setup. Optics are off. Verb 37, enter. 0, 0, enter. Verb 37, enter. 40, enter. Okay, got noun 18. Yep. Follow the checklist and use the time scales. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, we still got 9 minutes, so let's relax a little bit. 9. That's right. Okay, rate 2. Good. Put this on auto. Good. Proceed. Good. Okay, we are now maneuvering, and I'm gonna. I think I can help it, right? Yes. I'm gonna help. Go faster. I think that's part of the issue. You know where you gotta go. Okay. It's just watching this clock this time. Staying out of the red zone. All right, it's about 7.5 minutes to go. Okay, there's our target on the ball here. We should be getting pretty close. All right, 7 minutes. Now it should be starting to auto sort itself out here. See the various. It's good there. It's still not good on the roll. Let's help it along. Roll faster. It's tempting the time warp, but of course that's what I did last time and just ate up all my time warping. Oh, Scott Manley just did one on this too, eh? Okay, I'm gonna have to try and catch that. Well, what I did, nuclear and space education, what I did, one of the times I did this, is I actually did it on the next orbit, which of course gives you plenty of time. The problem is that you end up landing in Australia. But I don't think that carries over into the when you load up the next phase of this campaign anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm feeling okay though, because now I got over 5 minutes. And, oh, well, here, no, it says here there's a minus 10 minutes to ignition bit. I'll have to go through that pretty quick. We'll get her done. Okay, this is coming in. We should be seeing program or verb 50 coming up here pretty soon. There it is. Okay, we can do some fine tuning by just hitting proceed again, but it shouldn't take it. This should be 6 for a bit and then back to 50. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure we just hit enter, right? Oh, I skipped a lot of this. We're here, we're here. Oh, we're through. Okay, so hit enter to get out of that. And then 10 minutes to ignition, which has already gone by, so we'll just keep going along. Put on batteries. You're supposed to monitor the voltages and currents up there, but I'm not. And verifying the various valves are open, which I'm going to assume they are. And we'll put this on off. Put that on rate command for pitch and yaw. Rate 2. No, rate attitude. ATT. I'm assuming maybe attitude? I don't know. Gimbal. There. Turning on power to the servos for the gimbals, I'm assuming is what that is. Put that on AC. Okay. We'll assume that's armed. Gimbal 1 on. Okay, we'll do this little check that they say. How much time do I got left? 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Should be okay. So we're supposed to put this controller on clockwise. We do that by pressing C and pressing CW to turn it clockwise. Verify that these guys do not move. They do not. Check. Okay. Then we put on our gimbals. And then set the trim, which I didn't do last time because I just blew right by this. Check. Okay, verify that they move. Yep. Check. Put this back to neutral. Check. ACDC, rate 2, proceed. I got a feeling, oh no, I think I'm okay. Enter, yep. Now I'm 50-25, I might have been a little out of, yep, and now okay, I'm good. Press. I'm now at 9. I think I did it. Now I'm 40. Good. 2 minutes. We're at 2 minutes, so let's keep going. 5x5. And putting on our motors. 2 minutes. I know. I'm on time. Prepare for ignition. Yep. Okay. Those are armed. Okay. So at 35 seconds, this will clear and then go back, and then I'm supposed to reset some crap over here. So I'm going to position myself over here. Then we're going to take a breath. Because I got about a minute before I have to flip this switch right here. even do a smidge of time warping. "60 seconds. Verify attitude." I'm too far away from that. I'm assuming it's got it. Let's hope it ignites. I'm hoping for lots of things. Okay, so we're waiting for this. Yeah, no, I'm not going to pop over there. This should blank, and then when it comes back, I flip this. Whatever it does. Okay, blanking. And I'm back. Okay, flip that. Flip that. Back into the command seat. Okay. And the actual... Oh, no, it's just proceed to burn, right? Yes, it is. So we are good there. I got to perform ullage. Oh, I got to get ready. Okay. Ullage. And this goes to 99 or something. Can't remember. 99. Go. And we should get ignition now. Hey! We are off. All right. Very good. The CSM is lighter. The burn will be shorter than the lunar orbit injection burn we did a few days back. Yes, the burn time is estimated at 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Okay, so our thrust light is on. We are on now 40, correct. DV is counting down. Check. I discontinued ullage a long time ago. I'm assuming pressures are fine. And the correct valves are open. I'm not going to look. And we're supposed to monitor this and correct for any mistakes, but all it is supposed to stay just smack dab in the middle there. And monitor SBS until engine cutoff. SBS is the engine that's behind us doing that. We are on our way out of here. You know what's kind of interesting, and this is for KSP players everywhere, is if we take a look at our orbit and where we're doing the burn, we are doing it like in the middle of the far side of the moon and extending our trajectory this way. But in KSP, what is the way, at least I do it, and I think the most efficient way to do it, is to actually do your burn more around here and extend your trajectory this way in the retrograde direction that the moon goes around in its orbit. And I find the difference interesting, and I'm not entirely sure why, if it has to do with the fact that this moon is way further from the Earth than KSP's moon is from Kerbin, or has to do with the relative masses of the objects, because obviously we're dealing now much more massive objects. I don't know, but I find it interesting anyway. All right, so you couldn't hear the SBS in the command module. Isn't that interesting? But I've also read, and maybe it was in a different capsule, that the RCS, the sound of that was very much the same as putting a bucket on your head and hitting it with a hammer. I'm not sure if that's a fever fantasy of mine or if an astronaut actually said that. I can't imagine I would have made it up. Alright, we should be getting... Oh, here, the DV's almost at 0. Boom, done. Burn complete. We should now be on an escape trajectory from the moon. Alright. So engine cut off. Yeah, feels strange, doesn't it? Let's just go through our checklist here. Sure does. It sure have been a few exciting days reaching and orbiting the moon. Sure has. And as we acquire signal with the Earth again, we should have a nice last view of that Earthrise and the lunar surface from this altitude. Not sure about your intentions, but I sure plan on returning and landing the LEM on the lunar surface. Oh yes, for now, let's complete the checklist and maneuver to a good attitude to see Earthrise. Okay, we'll keep that there. So let's go through the checklist. Thrust lights off. We are on noun 40, correct. Now we can just turning off the SPS engine. Indicator 0, sure. I'm going to assume the valves and things that are indicators over there that are supposed to be the way they are the way they are. These 4 are all nulled out. Yeah. Okay, back to there. Back to free. Turning off all the gimbals and the power to them. And we are opening breakers to batteries and putting that on standby. And switching that. Record DV info. No, not going to do that. Actually, I think in order to do that, I have to set up this guy, this EMS thing, which I never did. Press proceed. Sure. I like pressing proceed. Now in 85. Okay. It just says press proceed again. We got buses to disconnect. All right, so we should position ourselves for Earthrise. So I have no idea what kind of view we got. Let's take a look from the outside here. We are coming. So looks to me like I've got to pitch down, doesn't it? Is that pitching down? Sure, it looks like it is. Okay, let's take a look out the window. If I pitch down. Now, I don't know how well darkness doesn't show up too great on YouTube, I know. Right now, all I'm seeing are stars. It does say set. Okay, let's just check this out for a second here. Whoops, orbital rate. So, I think I put both of these up to here for that. To find it easier, pitch to... Oh, it even gives a recommendation. Pitch to 300. Okay. I don't know what the ordeal is. Ordeal orbital rate. Okay, I'm assuming I did that. 300. Oh, that's very close to here. You can hit backspace to null rotation, which I just rerun. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So I'm hoping people can see that. Use ordeal to find the horizon. I'm not quite sure. You need to set SOI to lunar. Okay, let me do that. Shaky. There we go. Lunar. Okay. I think I kind of got it. But unfortunately, I don't know, if I pitch down, because I got a feeling as we orbit, we're going to be, now it should be driven correctly. So does that mean, here, let's stop our rotation. If I now start moving forward, oh no, it still keeps the horizon still falls away from us. So we're looking for Earthrise. There is a bit of a lag between the chat and me. Chat's lagging a little bit behind me, so I'm just gonna pitch back down again. Backspace to stop that. Time warp. And then when the horizon begins to disappear out the window, oh, we got the sun. Oh, there we go. There's the Earth. We got communication again. Fibonacci 1, do you read? Loud and clear. TEI burn is complete. I think I did what I was supposed to. Roger, great job. We are on a trajectory towards the Earth. In the next mission phase, we will perform a mid-course correction and splash down on Earth. Enjoy the view. This mission is complete. Alright, so we're going to end this mission. Okay, so that was successful. And despite the fact that I restarted because I was just rushing at the beginning, that actually wasn't the part of this that I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is this guy, heat. I've yet to complete this. And this is the re-entry business. So, you know, we're going to be crossing our fingers. I've tried it a few times. I failed. But maybe, who knows? Maybe this one will be the charm. This one will be the one that will get it done. It's not as rushed, at least the whole leading up to things. So if I will try and take my time a little bit more with this. So we're picking this up a little bit later. We've now left the moon behind. We're on our way to Earth. Mike, we are getting closer to Earth and your last phase of the journey. We can take a look out the window if we like. And we can find out where the moon is, find out where the Earth is. It's always a little bit... that's the sun, clearly. Oh, there's the Earth. So we're pointing straight at it. So the moon should be behind us here somewhere. Not quite pointing straight at it. I'm very good at finding the Earth. I'm not so good at finding where the moon is. Oh, there it is. It's very small. Moon's way behind us. And the Earth is somewhere over here ahead of us. There it is. Okay. Let's get back inside. Roger. We will start by performing a short mid-course correction, an MCC, to move the perigee so we reach an entry angle of 6.5 degrees. Roger. Once we are on a proper trajectory, we will start preparing for atmospheric reentry and landing. Let's verify our trajectory by performing a mid-course correction. Roger, you are on an entry trajectory, so open the CSM burn tool and set phase to 250, a phase that's in front of your current phase, and a DV to 0, and see what your flight path angle at entry interface is. Okay, press ready when done. So we're going to go into here. We're going to open up the burn tool. We're going to put in a phase angle of 250. Oh, it's right here. It tells us our current one. So we just have to make sure we're ahead of that. And then a delta V of 0. And then over here, it should give us some data. There we go. That our current, this is what we're interested in here. This flight path angle, when we, in the entry interface flight path angle, we want that to be 6.5 degrees. It's now 6.1. Ready. Okay. A DV of about 5 feet per second in the prograde direction is needed to correct the trajectory. As we are so close to Earth, we will use a manual approach for the burn and just to test the EMS. So what they want us to do, I think, is just put in a 5. Right? We don't even have to do that. See, okay, I'm going to trust them with the 5. I was having trouble with this before, and then I trusted them with the 5, and it worked fine. So I think what I'm going to do is just trust them. Trust them. That we're going to do 5. But we're going to do it without using the SPS engines. We're going to use RCS for this, which is a nice way to do it. Roger. Because it's such a teeny little thing. Manually maneuver the craft to prograde. So that is down here. I'm going to actually put this on free. I kind of like it better that way. There we go. We'll roll it. So I'm going to assume 000 is prograde. Pretty sure it is. I'm going to use the backspace key to kind of freeze it. Just to null out that rotation. We'll roll a little bit. Though I would think the roll doesn't really matter, but we'll do it anyway. That looks pretty good, I think. Of course, do I leave it alone? No, I don't. I keep playing with it. Okay. Press ready. So this should have us... This is just my sanity check. That looks very prograde to me. right? We're falling towards the Earth, so. Manually maneuver the crafter, but I did that. Put that on hold, actually. Set the EMS function to DV set. So we have to roll it around. Oh, it's right here, DV set. I don't know what it is, but when this is on the bottom, I always do it the wrong. I have to really think about which way to click to get that to go the right way. Okay, that's done. Put in about 5 feet per second. DV set. Set this to normal. EMS to normal. Check. Move that to, and for this I need to click left. Check it to DV. Check. Okay. Check. Great. Okay. Use the translation RCS to burn prograde forward until this gets down to 0. You can check the achieved entry angle using the burn tool. So I think I'm pretty much prograde. So I'm just going to hit the H key and get that go down to 0, and that's our nice. There we go. Let's put that back onto auto because that's the way it was. And we can check with the burn planner. Reset the planner. Put in again that 250 that I think was there before. And the 0 feet per second. And we should have a phase angle, or a phase angle. Flight path angle of about 6.5 degrees. I would assume negative 6.46 is close enough. We're going to say that's cool. So we're going to say good. Good. Actually, while I have this open, I'm going to toggle the seats off because I know there's going to be a lot of routing around down there. Toggle the seats. All right. Press proceed when ready. Proceed. Okay, mid-course correction is complete. That was the easy part. Reset the EMS and then use time scale to reach mission. Now, by resetting the EMS, do they just mean to just turn this off? Is that all they mean? Like to do that? I'm assuming that's all they mean. I'm gonna go with that. And time scale to 140 hours. So we are over here for our clock. So we're gonna do a little bit of time warping. 140 hours. Standby and off. Okay, let me check. Did I do that? I did do off. I didn't do standby. There we go. Alright, and that is 139. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. I don't think I have to be exact. There we go. Okay, proceed. Let's start the preparation for a reentry checklist. Open up the mission planner, go to lunar entry. There's a lunar return vehicle prep and an Earth landing phase. Use the run feature. So, checklists. Gotten pretty good at finding these because this is something I've had to do. I've done several times in my failed attempts before. So we're looking at reentry, Earth reentry, lunar reentry, and it's this one. We're going to add that on. And then we got the landing phase, and we're going to add that on to the bottom of that checklist. Close that. And I'm going to do this part pretty slowly because I think this is where I'm screwing up and somehow in setting up the attitude stuff. So we'll see how I do. And use the run feature. I did that. Oh, Roger, will do. Proceed with checklist to get the entry pad and align IMU, GDC, and CMSM separation. And I think it's this alignment bit that I'm doing wrong. And I watched a video, and I made a couple of notes, so hopefully the notes will help me. I don't know. We'll see. I watched the video while I was eating my lunch today. Okay, all right, so, Roger. So, request entry pad. So, we got to go down here. We go to crew members. And we got to go to request pads and charts. And there is a... the actual pad itself. Where is it? Is this it? Request entry pad? Nope, that's the that gives us we needed to do that, but I also want to get the entry form. Pad, this one, open pad form. That's it. So I need both of those two things, and we're going to put some data in here. So requesting entry pad. I always think pad is like literally like a notepad, but clearly it's an acronym for something that I just don't know what it is. Okay, and now we got to record this information. So I'm going to just pause the game while I do this, even though I don't think time is really of an essence. And we need to keep track of all this information, so we're going to write all this information into this pad. You can, down at the bottom here, by scrolling the mouse, I can adjust the characters I'm putting in. I'm not going to write the mid pack, which I'm supposed to write here, but I am going to put in 000 and 151 and 000 for roll, pitch, and yaw. And I think that's our entry attitude. That's the attitude we should have when we are entering into the atmosphere. And then we got a time. 141. .48. And 35. And I'm going to assume that's the time of reentry, though I'm not sure of that. And then we got another number, 030. Wait a minute, I think I skipped one. Oh, I did. I'm in the wrong part here. Shoot. Wrong. Oh my God. Here we are. 141.30. Yeah, I messed up. This is not right. I skipped times as I was reading. I was on this time. 141.30, 135. And then, you know what's nice about this pad that they have you, and what gave it away that I had this wrong, is every number should fit in as you go down into these appropriate number of little boxes that they leave. And if all of a sudden something's not fitting, it's because you screwed up. And that's how I knew I screwed up, because all of a sudden the right thing wasn't going there. So we got 267. And then we got minus 28.61. These next two numbers are the latitude and longitude, the estimated latitude and longitude of our splashdown. So latitude negative 28.61 and longitude negative 142. Where are we here? 33. Yes, you can. Oh, you can use autopilot to write this in for you? It'll actually write it? I'm not sure how to do that. No, that is a time to the horizon check. Okay, that's this one. Oh, yeah, that's the HOR. Okay. I'm not sure how to use the autopilot to put that in. I'm not sure where to find that. So I'm just going to kind of proceed. Where am I at? 142. That was longitude. That's right. Right there. 6.1. which is our predicted G's, which is my issue, is I significantly over exceed that. 361 3 6 1 2 7. Oh, it's a button at the top by the brush. Oh, auto plot. Okay, I'm not going to screw around with it now, but it's right here. Okay, I thought it wrote autopilot, but it's auto plot. Yeah, that's what you wrote. It's not what I read. Okay, where am I at? 6.46. I'll try that for next time. 6.46, a 6 there and a 4 there. Okay, 12640. Uh, 36208. Okay, and 141. $48. And this one is an important time. I know that. 3 and 5. And maybe that's my... I think that's my re-entry time. Guessing again. I know it's an important time that I got to put in the computer. 30. And a bunch of NA, so we skip all these, and then we're down to 400. Oops. Where am I at here? 40002 11 0019 0351 and for whatever reason I know the next one ends with 512. It's always the same, and then that's an 8 and a 0. Okay, a bunch of NAs again, and then we get a lift vector of -1. And this always throws me off because here, we're done with this. Okay, and I'm gonna actually keep this handy because I know I'm gonna need it in just a little bit. Maybe I'll talk about why the lift vector throws me off in just a little bit, but I think I got it right now. Okay, entry did that. Okay, use program 52 option 2 to align the IMU with the entry interface. I think it's the RRT from the entry mission pad. Okay, so I gotta go to here, and this honestly I think I'm getting close to where I always seem to screw this up. So I need to get into this one. There's no run command with this. So I need to... Let's see this one. Verb 37. See, I'm not sure what all the, like CMC on is required. I'm not sure. ISS on oriented. I don't know that. I'm not quite SCS. Oh, so maybe this needs to be on here. I don't know. Yeah, these three I'm not quite sure of. CMC on, maybe like that's where I'm screwing. I was always scrolling past it, and then the logic 20, I did find that, and I know that's on. It's down here. That's on. Optics are on, which is down here. Optics are on. Okay. All right, so maybe I don't have to worry about that. But so all I need to do here is put in verb 3752. So verb 37. Why did that not come on? Oh, because I've been paused. Oh my God. Okay. I've been paused all this time. Okay, it's there. Verb 37, enter. 52. Good. Enter. Okay. Possible program alarm. And now I got to put in my code, and I'm supposed to use option 2, it says here. So that is verb 22, enter. And something I just learned watching the video, you don't have to put in all those leading zeros. You can get away with just putting in a 2 and saying enter, and it fills in the leading zeros, which is nice. Enter. And I think I have to hit proceed. I believe I do. Proceed. And then it says here, go to section 3. So I scroll down to section 3. I should see flashing 0634. I do. This is the hours, minutes, and seconds to our entry interface. And that's where I take this number and put it in. And it's this number right here. This RRT. So we do that by going verb 25, enter. And then 141, enter. That's 141 hours, 48 minutes, enter. And then 35 seconds, you have to put in, it even says it over here, that it's actually, there's a decimal place here. So it's 0, but you don't have to put in the leading 0. I've already forgotten my number, 35. But I do have to put in the 2 zeros for the decimal places and enter. Okay, so I think I did that right. And put in the RRT of the pad. Now, I think I hit proceed. Oh wait, here I can look here. Accept, hit proceed, bonk. There we go. And if option 2 go to 5. I should see verb 6, noun 22. I do. R, P, and Y. So this is roll, pitch, and yaw, obviously. And it says accept or reject. Now, I'm going to pause here for a moment because I got time. Do I put in this roll, pitch, and yaw into here, here, and here? See, I see numbers here. But these numbers, I don't know what those numbers are. They seem pretty crazy. I would think you should put in 15100. Nope, you don't do that. You just hit proceed. Thanks. This is where it helps. Because what I've been doing in the past is hitting proceed, but the alignment doesn't seem to help. I'll take a sip of water. This is good, hit proceed. I'm going to go with hit proceed. Okay, I'm going to hit proceed. Proceed. And that exits out the program, which means I'm pretty sure I am done this. And I'm going to tuck this away. I do need to keep track of this time to separation and this separation attitude, though I do notice that it's actually the exact same thing as this attitude, except 45 degrees over. Okay, I'm not quite sure. So align GDC, and so I think that's just hitting this, yeah. So the two are aligned. Check. Did that. Set event timer to 59:59. That I know how to do. So we're going to stop it. We're going to reset it. We're going to set it to down. And 5, 9 on the minutes. 5, 9 on the seconds. If you did not use Program 52 and just forced it to torque, you wouldn't even need Program 52 at that point. Yeah, see, this is where I'm starting to get a little lost. I'm going to keep following the checklist until maybe someone's... I don't know. When time to CSM separation is 1 hour, start the event timer. So, this is why I kept this window open. Time to separation is 1:41:33:35. And our current time is 1:40:07:10 and counting. So what I need to do is time warp till I'm an hour ahead of that. So that is 1:40:33:35. So, and at that point, I'm going to start our event timer. So 1:40, so just 33:45. So let's get to that time warp. One, two, okay, hang on, what am I at here? 33:35, so I can go a little sooner here. Okay. There's my switch to start the event timer. At 35, I start at 35 seconds, so it's at 25 seconds now, so I got 10 seconds to go. So 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, event timer has started. Oh, this one, I did find this. Let's hide this away. I don't need this anymore. There is a panel down here that you open up, and there's something in behind it that you got to switch. So we put on our flashlight here. So we're setting that to auto. And then I assume we can close that panel up again. Turn off our flashlight. Tape recorder to off. That to high. That reset. This to simplex, whatever that is. Okay. Then we have some pyro batteries we got to check. So we'll put this on pyro A. We have to have at least 35 volts. It's well over 35 volts, so that's good. We try pyro B, same deal. It's good. If pyro batteries are less than that, you're supposed to do something, but they're not. Then we do the EMS entry checks. So that is way over here. So this is just testing various things. So EMS function put to test 1. Test 1, wait 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I got a timer here. I'll keep an eye on that. Okay. Put EMS mode onto normal. Wait 10 seconds. I was at 23, 24, so I'm going to wait till this gets to 13. Okay, check. Lights are off, range is at 0. Yes, put it on test 3. No, test 2. And we should see this 0.05G come on. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have trouble processing that. Okay, the lights come on, but thank you, Nuclear and Space Education. If people want to leave comments down below too, I definitely will read them. Okay, that light's on, so we're good there. Putting it on 3. Wait 10 seconds. That light should stay on, and this lower light here on our lift indicator should come on. Check. Boom, boom, boom. Set the range to 58 nautical miles. Check. EMS to 4. That should count down to 0. This should scribe along this line, which is exactly what it's doing. That's great. And then scribe back up. Oh, it stops there. 0. Good. So, and this light is still on. So that's a check, that's a check, that's a check, and that's a check. Put it on 5. And wait 10 seconds. The upper light here should come on. And the scribe should trace a vertical line, which is a little hard to see, but there it goes. It's going up right now. So that's a check. The range is still at 0, so that's a check. So check and check and check and check and check. Align the scroll entry pattern to 37 feet per second. Yep. Maybe a big one. There it comes. This is a neat thing. If I, well, it might get a little hairy, but during reentry, it draws a graph. It is speed along the bottom, and it is G's along the vertical, and high G's are at the bottom, low G's are at the top. So it's a way for you to see what your G's you're doing. Anyway, that is set. EMS function to range set. And scroll traces a vertical line from 0.28 Gs to 0 Gs. I don't even know if I can see that, but I'll trust it. Put this on standby, and this completes the EMS check. Okay. We got something down there. That has to be off. There we go. And at 1 hour, we're already an hour. Lows, okay. I'm gonna go with that. And we gotta go way down here to do, we gotta turn on the RCS for, on the command module. We've been relying on the service module RCS, and this is like just a check. And this first check, I think, is just about checking to see that all these are at 0 volts because there's no pressure on them yet. We're going to charge them up in just a second. I'm not sure what this RCS 25 is about. Then we put it on D, and it says everything's 0. And we put this on 6, put this on A, 0, B, 0, C, 0, D, 0. That's the best I can think. And then it says turn on the heaters. We got to come out here. We got to heat up the RCS propellant, so we're going to have to close some breakers. Turn that on. Go down here, and I think down there is actually where the heater switch is. Right there. And then it says keep it up for 20 minutes while we heat up the RCS. Okay. I'm assuming that's all fine. And okay, now we go to 40 minutes. So what canopy mod is this? I'm not sure. This is not a mod. This is a game. Where am I in time? Okay. So we got to go to 4 minutes before separation. So a little bit of time warping there. We're at 53 minutes. Or not 4 minutes, 40 minutes. Okay, that's close enough. Our heaters should now be turned off. So if we go down here now, we should now see voltages on there. So we can turn our heaters off. And we've got to do battery stuff. Because we've been relying on the service module fuel cells. And now we gotta switch over to our command module batteries. I think is what all this business is about. Okay, RCS power. So we gotta flick on our RCS. CMRCS pressurize. And over here we have an indicator. So we put this on command module 1. And it says here that we should see helium pressure here. This is this one, I'm pretty sure. Between 3,300 and 3,500 psi, which I believe it is. And we should see the manifold pressure between 287 and 302 psi, which I believe it is. So we go checky check, and we turn it to command module 2, and we see the same numbers. So checky check. We do not have the docking ring on, so we got to turn off the docking ring. Well, I think I can skip all this. It says if docking ring, but we never docked with anything, so why would we, I would think, yeah, this is to get rid of the docking ring. We don't need to do that. Pyro's to safe, probably not a bad idea. Okay, CMRCS test. So this is going to command module from service module. Test RCS ring jets. I think all I need to do is just like, you know, I got stuff happening. See when I fiddle around here. So zero that out again. Check. Whoops. Put this back on service module. This goes onto CMC. And now we're waiting for 30 minutes. So time warp. I still feel like I missed something with the alignment. This doesn't feel like it's aligned to anything. But who knows? I do feel like I missed something crucial again. Okay, tape recorder, rewind, whatever that is. All right, now we're getting ready for our actual separation. Not to distract from this in any way, but I was thinking while he was pressing all those toggles, what this would be like using an avionics IVA mod inside. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine squeezing all of this into one of those KSP capsules. Okay, we got to go to minus 12 minutes. So we're getting closer and closer. You see we're falling toward, we're getting closer and closer to the Earth here. Okay, that's close enough to 12 minutes, so we're over in battery land again. Attaching batteries to buses. Going over this way. This is, I think, turning off the RCS on the service module, because we're going to be losing that momentarily. Verify service module RCS. I'll trust that. Okay, CMC mode to free. There we go. Max, high. Radio stuff. I don't know why. What's going on with that? Oh, probably because the radio antennas that are on the service module. We probably have to like retract them or something like that, like this guy, right? There's an antenna there. We're gonna lose that. 8 minutes, minus 8 minutes. Time warp to minus 8 minutes. Okay, and turning this off, whatever that's worth, and we're supposed to go to minus 5 minutes. Again, I think that's close enough. So we are turning off pumps. So these are the pumps for the fuel cells, I am assuming. Yeah, fuel cell pumps. It says so right there. Turning those off. High gain antenna power off. That's probably that antenna that's outside there. Configure ECS. Okay, so we've got to... I'm not sure what the ECS... Ooh, we got a nice view out the window, though. Look at that. Kind of scary view, actually, to be quite frank. Okay, we got to a little valve. Oh, I know what this is. I think something like this is filling up the. There is a. It's back here. There is a little gauge hiding here somewhere. They got stuff hiding everywhere. There it is. Ah! This guy. There's a little gauge here that you're pressurizing. I think that's the switch I just did. Okay, anyway. Back. Surge tank. Okay, Cairo press 1 indicators. Sure. I'm sure those are fine. Back over to here. No, I think those tanks are full, so we're supposed to turn that on, that to off. Oh, that's the service module supply. Repress package. I don't know. Don't need the flashlight. Back again over here. Should probably go quicker. Opening, open. These are all breakers. I'm assuming disconnecting all of our... These are the pyros for separation. Okay, now we're ready for separation at 0. Oh, I can actually stretch a little bit. I can put our seats back. Let's toggle back our seats because we're going to be needing them during re-entry. There we go. All right, so at 0, 0, 0, we're going to separate from the service module. I'm supposed to be at service module attitude, and I'm wondering if I missed an instruction for that. So I'm gonna... I know it is a pitch. Which way? Yeah, this way. Of 150, and then a yaw. There might have been an instruction to go there, and I might have missed it. It's this 151 pitch. Ah! Press F4. That joke's never gonna get old now. Never gonna get old. Okay, so I'm supposed to be at a pitch of 151, but then I'm supposed to yaw over to 45 degrees. I'm doing that one from memory. I don't think I have roll command right now. I do not. Because I think I need to put it back on the service. I don't know. There's something that's turned off. Okay, I'm just going to push backspace to kill the rotation, and I'm just going to get myself... Oh, wait, no, I'm supposed to go... Shoot, I'm supposed to follow this. My mistake. To a yaw of 45. We're 1 minute and 15 seconds from separation. There is 30 degrees. That's 30, that's 60, so 45 is halfway between. Okay, and we will kill rotation there. 47 seconds. Okay, that's probably good enough. We are going to need to switch these switches down here, these guys. Those are what we use to separate. When we're down to 25 seconds to go. By the way, these two switches was, if you remember Apollo 13, there was a moment where they have a no piece of paper taped over that. Kevin Bacon's character has it on that to say, don't do that, and that releases the lunar module, which is not a thing here, but we're right beside it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 0. Click and click. There we go. F7, we have an alarm. That's to be that is supposed to happen, and then we're supposed to put this onto service module. I've already pressed the alarm. That's good. Okay. F5. There she goes, drifting away. She was a good companion during this journey. She sure was. Soon to burn up in the atmosphere. Let's proceed with the checklist. So just to show people, we have now separated. There we go. That's going away. But we still got more stuff to do. Never-ending list still. This is supposed to be on CM. Okay, let's just click stuff. Off on that. Maneuver to entry attitude. Now this, in my mind, is where I think I got something wrong. So I'm putting it on pure retrograde right now, if you can see that. And if I go and look outside, like that to me, which way am I going? This way? Yes, that to me feels right. But I think it's supposed to be 0, 0, 0. Oh, and I got roll control now, so that's good. And I'm also supposed to be heads up. And I think it's something I did wrong previously. So I'm rolling this heads up, and I'm keeping it on retrograde only because that's what feels right. That feels heads up. I'm looking, by the way, at the windows, where the windows are. See, the windows are away from Earth. So to me, that would suggest heads up. I think white is up, like black is ground. I think is the way it works. So again, we're going to kill the rotation with the backspace key, but I might be manually doing that. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I think it's also supposed to be on -151 like this. I think that's where I'm supposed to be, like that. Actually, I do not think I had the... I don't know. Right there. That to me, I think, is our re-entry thing. I don't know. This is why I die every time I do this. Okay, let's keep going through this. On the disk key, put in verb 3761. Verb 37, enter. Program 61. Enter. Okay, program 61 is on. Verb. Yep, now 61 is it. This is the longitude and latitude. Yep. Okay, press proceed. Done. Record. This is the G limit. Velocity. I think when we enter, like 36,000 feet per second. And then this is our entry angle of 6.46, and I think that's correct. So we're going to hit proceed again. Well, I mean, it's what it's going to be, right? Noun 63, record values RTO go. So, yes. This is range to target. And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to put this number into... Now, I don't know if it's range to target... RTT Joe. I think there's got to be a decimal point on, so I think that's just 1100. So I think what I do, keep that on range set. I'm guessing 1100. I think the last one is a decimal place. I'm also looking here. This one's 1264. I think this is an updated one. We're gonna, hey, okay. Yeah. EMS mode to standby, it already was. Range indicator to RTG go from 0.5G, yeah. V0 set. That is to the left. Check. Align scroll wheel to exact entry velocity. I think that is this number, 36208. So I do believe I do this. And that's the 36,000 there, and 208, I'm gonna say that's as close as I'm likely to get it. Okay. Check. Put this onto entry. Turning it to the left. Check. Proceed on the disky. Calling program 62. Okay, that's a good sign. Yep. Program 62. 5025. Yep. 41. Yep. Press proceed. Check. 661. Impact latitude and longitude. Heads up. Yep. I think I'm okay. I hope. Press proceed. Actually, I think we're supposed to be heads down. Shoot, heads down. That's the -1. This is what confuses me, because heads down is velocity vector up. And then heads up is velocity vector down. And I always get them... But I think I want my velocity vector up. So I want to be heads down. I hope that's heads down. I don't. Okay, we'll find out. We don't have much time anyway. Gone to, yep, program 63. That's true. After CM, I've already gone past that. Put this on normal. Scale 5x5. I think it is on 5x5. No, it's not. It's 5x1, 5x5. Check. This is on auto, and this is where things might go astray. Maybe not. Is it going to stop? Last time it flipped. Oh, don't. No, it's going to flip all the way around. See? Okay, let's see. Now it's on auto, and I think I got this screwed up. Let's take a look at it from outside. See, this is where. Away. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe I did it okay. We're definitely moving this way. You obviously want the blunt end down. I might have had it screwed up. Oh my gosh, computer, I might have the alignment thing all set up right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, don't get too excited. Where's our time to interface, by the way? 41:48. Still got about 7 minutes. It's still going. Does it know what it's doing? That's the key. Oh, it's now correcting. Does that seem like a normal re-entry to you? I don't think so. If I go to F3, this is us coming in. This is the point where we're entering the atmosphere. So we got to get our crap sorted out by here. Well, I'm going to leave it on auto for now and hope it sorts itself out. Oh, I see. It did put itself on 000. What do I see out the window? I should be heads down. So let's roll. Let's roll. No, it's not liking me going heads down. Okay, it's putting it back. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. Anyway, what's going on here? Noun 64. Yeah, okay. Key in verb 16 to monitor drag. Verb 16, enter. Drag is in registry 1 up here. Right now it's 0 because we have yet to enter in. We've yet to pass our entry interface. Forward. Okay, back over to here. Rate 2. Boom, 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 boom. Disky program 64 at 0.5 Gs. Okay, so now we relax, but I might be taking it off of automatic. So the 0.05 G light, which is this one, comes on very shortly after our entry interface, which is there. But when I look at this, that ain't right. Which way are we going? No, we're going in pointy end first. That's gonna kill me, right? So what we're gonna do, I clearly screwed up something somewhere back there. And if somebody, by the way, watching this knows what I screwed up, that knows this game much better than me, by all means, tell me, you screwed up here. I am not gonna take that at all personally, but what I am gonna do is take it off of automatic. I'm assuming control of this. Yeah, I am definitely going in face first. And that, oh, whoa, whoa. You want to stay out of the red. So I am taking control of the situation. And we're going to spin this puppy around. Over to here. And I'm going to go with this 151. Right there. And again, this is a guess. And I'm going to flip and my head's down. Can I look out the window? I can't see anything out the bloody window. So we're going to look at it this way. To me, that looks normally. I am not heads down, though. So let's spin this heads down. Oh, now you can see our lift vector. See how that works? So when I'm heads down, I want the lift vector up. That's this little arrow here. Now that we're getting close to actual reentry, it's, that part's working for me. Okay, so I am going to work under the assumption that this is my best bet at not dying. Okay. We're going to see what's going to happen, aren't we? That's all I'm going to say. So, this will go to program 64. Once we enter into the atmosphere, and we'll see this 0.05G light come on, and the EMS roll will be on, but I've taken it completely off the autopilot. The video I watched, the person did it completely with the autopilot. And the autopilot took care of all the roll and everything. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to do it, and my chances of killing myself with G's, I think, are very, very high. So, if it happens, it happens. Okay, so let's go back to here. We are almost at our entry interface. Let's time warp just a little bit. And let's start cooking some astronauts. See, here's where we're supposed to land. If I get them down to the water, I am going to be ecstatic. Like, as in, down to the water, you know, intact. I will be ecstatic. Okay, so now we're waiting for this 0.05G light to come on. And then once that comes on, stuff's getting real. Okay, it's on. So if I look out the window, I don't know. It's like that. Okay, so now the big thing, that's on. EMS roll on. On. Okay. Light is on for sure. We're counting down the range. That's good. Oh, we got some scary stuff happening here. And EMS roll skews, I don't know. Verb 64 is what we're looking for. Okay, whoa, here we go. I don't have time for this. So I'm watching the G meter. I'm also watching this graph that it's drawing here. And right now I have it lift up, which limits the G's, but also increases the possibility of skipping out of the atmosphere, which I do not want to do because these folks will die. They do not have the resources to do another orbit and come back again. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is right now. I'm hoping everything's okay. I'm scared to look outside. This is our range to target, which I don't care. I can see our G's are now going down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll. Rolling, and getting that lift vector down. And that's going to increase our G's. And I'm going to I'm hoping aerodynamics is taking care of pointing the capsule the right way. Okay, so now we're pointing down, down. I just want to keep that lift vector down, watching the G's. Our G's are very low, I think. I don't know, it's hard to see that graph. No, it's not. We're coming back up. We're coming back up. Our G's are going down. Haven't died yet. Haven't died yet. Range is counting down. This is our drag over here, I think. All I'm doing is controlling the roll. The craft is kind of tumbling everywhere, but I'm keeping it lift vector down. We're not pulling very many G's at all now, so I think what we're doing is we're actually increasing our altitude again. But there's not a lot I can do about that. Oh, there's the line. It's way up here. Okay, so very few G's. Again, low G's are when this line gets down to the bottom. Oh, this is our altitude. Okay, this is good. This vertical line here, once you pass that, that means it's impossible for you to skip out of the atmosphere. That means you are going back down again. That's good. That's good. Okay, we're coming back down. Going back in for a plunge. I really got to watch the G's. I might just begin rolling it back up again. Our G's are now starting to increase. Yeah, I'm rolling back up. Putting that lift vector up. Okay, that reduces the amount of G's. And of course, at some point, you're going to be going slow enough that lift doesn't matter at all anymore, and this thing's just going to fall, which is what you want to have happen. Okay, so it's up. We're falling. We are pulling G's. Looks like less than 4 G's, though. I think I'm doing... Oh, my gosh. Probably going to pass my target. I don't care. I so don't care about that. They can come fish me out wherever I land. Okay. All right. We're going past our target, which probably means... I probably should roll it back the other way again. Yeah, I think so. I'm rolling it back. We've passed our target. Probably means I wasn't aggressive enough. But honestly, I'm fine with... Whoa. There we go. I've got it again in the lift down position. That'll increase the G's but get us to fall faster. Which is the whole get down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hope I didn't just make a mistake. I feel like I'm getting really hard. It feels like the G's are climbing up again. Hard to know how one of the... I think that's my speed. That's my speed. I should learn to watch that. Okay, lift vector back up. I just noticed this G meter climbing and this line here plummeting. I don't want that. Oh, this is the most G's we've had yet. No, this is definitely not speed here. It's going up. Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. We've gone off the graph. That happens. That's good. Oh, yeah, it's speed on the bottom. I forgot that. Speed's on the bottom of this. This graph is now, it's scrolled past its useful spot, but that's okay. Oh, my God. I think I might have done it. Don't get ahead of yourself. 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 A lot of flamey flames still out there. Okay, I'm rolling again to heads up to get that lift vector to come down. That was intense. Okay. We're about 200 nautical miles past our target, so all those aircraft carriers are, you know, throttle to full. Come get us. Man, that is intense. I don't think I need this anymore. Look at that. You can see now, like, our G's are way up here at the top. We're hardly pulling any G's. Oh, okay, we're through. Follow the landing checklist. And set up the cockpit for land. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The LCS should deploy the chutes. Yeah. I'm gonna ignore you. I'm gonna do this. I've not gotten this far before. Disk key, verb 0. Oh wait, reset. I gotta key something. Verb 06. Okay, verb. Oh, why is that? Okay, there we go. Verb 06. Operator error. Verb 06. Noun 74. Enter. Oh, that was probably something that was supposed to happen. Okay, I think I did that. Oh dear, I think I made a mistake. I think I might have made a crucial mistake. Oh no. I think I just ended the landing program. Landing phase. When we're low. Oh god, we're falling fast. Parachute. Oh no. Oh no. I think we screwed up. Not we. Me. Oh no. I don't think we have parachutes or anything. I think we're just plummeting. Oh my god, no. I think I ended the program. Parachutes are down here somewhere or something. I'm pushing buttons. Ah! I made a mistake and ended the program that's supposed to monitor the parachutes and all that kind of stuff. And I plummeted straight to my death. So no parachutes. Just we're fish food now. Okay, so honestly, that's the most success I've had doing this. To be totally honest, I got so excited to get by the GeForce part, and then totally panicked with the computer, ended the program by mistake, and yeah, the parachutes didn't deploy. And by the time I realized it, I think we were way too far down to do it. I also know that the automation is supposed to be able to handle it automatically. So there's something earlier on that I just am not setting up right, but it came close. I did come close. So I'll keep working on it, but I am looking at the time of the stream, and I think this is going to have to be the time to end this one. So I'm going to thank everybody in the chat, thank everybody who's watching this at a later date. Of course, an extra special thank you to Patreon patrons and YouTube members who support the channel directly, and to all those that support the channel through feeding that algorithm with liking and commenting and participating in chats and all of that kind of great stuff. Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you all next week. Bye, everybody.